Hey everybody, we're on the corner of Lenox Avenue and 6th Street here in South Beach. And we're going to be doing a little bit of a walking tour, headed all the way to the beach. This is right as you come over the main causeway from downtown Miami. It'll drop you off right here. There's a Publix here, there's a Best Buy, Target, lots of different shops and stores. But I also love all these little apartments. Super quaint, very quiet. And it's a nice mix of the newer ultra luxury condos and some of these older buildings, which I actually like a lot. You have these balconies here. You have really nice cover with the palm trees. It's really, really beautiful. So let's get this walk started. It's a picture perfect day here in South Beach. It's about 80 degrees, bright sunshine, but a little bit windy. And you're gonna see a really nice mix between the Art Deco style buildings, some of the newer product and new development, and these very quaint and well-kept apartments. This is now Michigan Avenue and 6th Street. I really like a lot of the landscaping here. Look at this. Imagine being able to wake up, even in these little quaint apartments here. You just have all these beautiful palm trees. You know, Michigan Avenue actually has a lot of nice canopy here. So in the summers, it's not going to be super, super hot because the trees kind of provide a lot of that shade. It's very walkable. Beautiful Art Deco building across the street. So much vibrancy with the colors of the clusia, the palm trees, the flowers. It's really a beautiful and simple life down here. This is coming up on Jefferson Avenue here. You're going to start to see foot traffic pick up in a major way as we head really into the main tourist neighborhood of South Beach. South Shore Community Center. 833 6th Street. And this is Meridian Avenue. Meridian Avenue is actually my favorite out of all of them in South Beach. Lots of cool buildings, and there's a really nice hotel all the way at the end of Meridian. You can see everybody gets around on these Vespas. It's my favorite way to get around. That's personally how I get around. Now at night, if you drive or walk down Meridian Avenue, everything is all lit up quite nice. And it feels about 5 to 10 degrees cooler just from these trees providing this canopy. Love these Art Deco style buildings. I'll zoom out just so you can see. This is more the residential side of South Beach, not necessarily the main drag where a lot of the tourists hang out. That's all over near Ocean Drive, which we're going to get to in a moment. But so far from this walk, South Beach doesn't really live up to the stereotypical, very loud, noisy party atmosphere. There is residential space where you can relax, have quiet time and peace in South Beach as well. You definitely get a good mix in the environment. Let's go ahead and make a left, and then we will cross over to Washington Street or Washington Avenue. Love these apartments here. Very quiet, super quaint. This is 7th Street. And we're now going to make a right. Look at this building across the street. And this is Pennsylvania Avenue. And now we are at Washington Avenue. Now, if you continue straight up Washington, it'll run you right into Espanola Way, which is a very, very fun neighborhood in Miami. We'll cross the street and head up just so you can check out some of the restaurants here. Lots of Cuban food, outdoor dining. Coming up on 8th Street. We'll make a right on 8th Street. And this is going to take us directly to Ocean Drive, which is really one of the main touristy areas of South Beach, or I should say the most well-known. see some of the beautiful Art Deco buildings here. And this is Collins Avenue. We turn the camera around, you can see some other really beautiful Art Deco style buildings here, all up and down Collins. This is the Tony Hotel. And we have now made it to Ocean Drive. Miami has done a lot of good with this. Oftentimes they close it down to street traffic, so it's only pedestrians, which is quite nice. And there's also a large police presence, so it feels very safe for tourists. See here the Miami Beach Police all up and down Ocean Drive. But they have volleyball courts, they have outdoor gyms, dedicated cycling lanes. I mean, pretty much everything you could imagine, they have it right here on Ocean Drive. We'll walk up a little bit. Check out some of the motels and restaurants. And then we'll go on the beach. This is the Shore Park Hotel. I'll stand back a little bit just so you can see the beautiful architecture here. And I'll try to flip to the wide angle camera lens so you can see.
Y'all staying downtown?
I love how they have all these tables set up for the outdoor dining. see more here. This is an absolutely stunning Art Deco building. And almost every hotel has a valet. At night, these palm trees are all lit up. We'll cross right here, and then on 10th Street, we're gonna head directly to the water, the ocean. But this is the Art Deco Welcome Center. So if you wanna come here and get a tour of all the different Art Deco style buildings in South Beach, just come right here to 10th Street and Ocean Drive to the Art Deco Welcome Center. Speaking of beautiful Art Deco buildings, here's one right here. Art Deco District. Official guided walking tours. Starts at 10:30 a.m. and the tours last an hour and a half to 2 hours. Would highly, highly recommend it. Well, let's actually make this right. And this is going to take us directly to the ocean, the main beach here in South Beach.
Go that way. Oh shit, we're stuck water.
The water looks so blue today. Now there's a boardwalk that will take you all the way to mid-beach too. So if you're into running, cycling, you're training for a marathon or something, you could actually take the boardwalk all the way up, and they've extended it to North Beach. The last 2 years down in South Beach for spring break has been pretty crazy. That's why you're going to see a lot of police presence, which is really good. So it definitely feels safer. There's the Miami police pretty much everywhere you look. One of the things I like about South Beach is the beachfront is very long. You can tell the ocean is all the way in the distance. It's not necessarily like that the further north you go. Essentially, once you step foot on the beach, the water is right there. But South Beach, there's so much ocean frontage until you hit the actual water. When I turn the camera to the left, you'll get a better sense of what I'm talking about. I mean, look at that. And the sand is very hard, it's very dense. So it's really good for running. Speaking of running, you have this gentleman here. You can pretty much go all the way as far as you want. And if you look all the way in the distance, you could actually see the Carnival cruise taking off. Let's loop back around. And it looks like it's almost sunset. It's so peaceful here. Looks like they're setting up for some big event. Looks like there's some main stage here. see if we can make this left. It says exit only. This way? Or this? All right, thank you. Yeah, I think we have to walk all the way down around the stage to get out. Let's make this left, and this will bring us all the way back to Ocean Drive. Wow, that music is so loud, I can feel it pulsating my eardrums. Not a big fan of it, but the Hotel Victor. This is the biking and walking path that will take you all the way up and all the way down.
Is that your podcast?
No, just thank you. Wow, it's an amazing view of all those palms. Head back on Ocean Drive and make a right. And head all the way up to the Betsy Ross. We're coming up on 13th Street. And coming up, you're gonna have a Starbucks on the right, which has really incredible outdoor dining overlooking the water. is a beautiful Art Deco style restaurant and hotel. Another stunning Art Deco building. The Cavalier, right on Ocean Drive. About 2 blocks away from the Betsy Ross. That's where they have that big orb that connects the two buildings. This is 14th Street. You have a public restroom to your right. So if you're exploring South Beach and you're looking for the closest public restroom, there's one right on the corner of 14th Street and Ocean Drive. You can see it right here. Have yet another absolutely stunning Art Deco building here, the Winter Haven. Really beautiful. You could actually walk directly down the middle of the road because you have 2 dedicated bike lanes and you have all of this closed off to vehicle traffic, which is great. This is the Marriott Vacation Club, Pulse. Has Havana 1957 in it, which is a good Cuban restaurant. However, if I were to recommend a Cuban restaurant in Miami, it would be a little bit further uptown on 72nd Street and Collins. almost at the very end of Ocean Drive. The Betsy Ross is going to be directly on your left-hand side. And then we'll make a left right by the Orb. Really amazing architecture. And here you have it. This is the Betsy Ross. This place is always packed at night. And this is officially the end. So we're gonna make a left here. And that's gonna bring us back to Collins Avenue. And then you'll see the famous Orb. This is going to take you towards Espanola Way. And here it is, the Betsy Orb. So we're gonna be back on Collins Avenue now. We'll make a right, and then we'll make an additional left. And that is going to take us all the way to Espanola Way. That is arguably one of my favorite locations in South Beach. There's restaurants pretty much back to back, and there's no vehicle traffic. So you're not gonna have to dodge through traffic, deal with any cars. It's really, really nice. And we'll wait to cross right here. So Espanola Way is right on the corner of Washington Avenue. You can see the street sign for it right here. Espanola Way. But really the main, I should say, famous part starts on Washington. Those things hanging from the buildings. You're creating this interesting reflection on the ground floor. You really have to visit this at night. At night it looks absolutely incredible. You have one of many Cuban restaurants right here. Have Havana 1957 across the street, and a whole bunch of others. And this is all a big shaded area too. And pretty much every single establishment is a restaurant here. Again, I'd suggest visiting here at night. Turn around here to take a look from the other angle. And we'll walk back to Washington. smells amazing here too. Love how they have the indoor-outdoor setup. Thank you guys for joining us on this beautiful tour of South Beach. If you enjoyed it, feel free to leave a like on the video. Subscribe for more walking tours of Miami. We'll see you all in the next one.